Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is special. It is one of the most unique games I've ever played. I'm going to delve into what makes it so memorable. Creating a genuinely sad moment is one of the most difficult things to pull off in a game. Most games want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to finish it and tell others how much fun you had while playing. Whether you are running around in a first-person shooter blasting as many people as you can in as many different ways as possible, or if you're taking in the bright visuals of Super Mario while jumping on Goombas, most games are fun, and for 90% of Brothers that is also true. What I'm going to focus in on is the 10% of the game which was the saddest gameplay I've ever experienced. But first, a little background. So to set Brothers up, you play the role of a younger brother and an older brother whose mother has died by drowning and whose father is ill. This already sounds depressing, right? However, most of this is told through cutscenes at the beginning of the game when I have no emotional attachment to any of the characters. As the father coughs and splutters on a table, I'm told the only way to heal him is for the brothers to travel to a magical tree that holds the cure. So, while it is a sad premise, I forget about it almost immediately once the adventure starts. Mere minutes after witnessing a man essentially on his deathbed, and a valiant gesture made by children to embark on a quest to save him. All of this falls by the wayside because of how entertaining the game is to play. In terms of controls, you only really use the analog stick and one shoulder button. The left analog stick moves one brother, the right analog stick moves the other, and each of them have their own shoulder button as the interact button. It's a different setup to most games, and its unique control scheme adds an extra layer to the gameplay. After having a blast partaking in the wonderful adventure, later in the game, out of nowhere the older brother is hurt. Now in dire straits, it is up to the younger brother to save him. This is the first time in the entire game that I'm only controlling one of the brothers. They make their way to the tree, and as just the younger brother, I ascend this tree of life, for lack of a better term. This massive, aging, majestic tree coupled with a beautiful environment seems juxtaposed to what is happening below with the older brother essentially dying. I thought this was just another part of the story, another minor hurdle for them to overcome. I would revive the older brother and get him home safely, cure the father, game over, happy ending, right? Wrong. By the time the younger brother gets back down, it's too late. No matter how many times the younger brother tries to wake the older brother up, or screams at him, it just isn't working. He was dead. For a game to kill off one of the main characters is not unheard of. However, what it asked me to do next truly blew me away. Almost all sad moments in games happen during cutscenes. The game's director wants you to see exactly what will deliver the most emotional impact. Allowing you to run around during these moments would undermine them. Think of all the most heartbreaking moments in any of your favourite games. How many of them did you actually have control during? So after witnessing the cutscene where the older brother dies and the younger brother is starting to dig the grave, I now find that I have control of him again. I am tasked with physically burying the brother. I move the younger brother over to the lifeless body, and at any point if I press the interact button, the younger brother will fall to his knees and sob. Once I get to the older brother, I have to hold down the interact button and move the corpse to the grave I've just dug. After I set him down, I then have to fill in the hole. There are 4 piles of dirt that I have to go around one by one and hold the interact button while pushing them into the grave. Each time I push an amount of dirt in, I see less and less of the older brother's body as the grave slowly fills up. Asking me to do such a thing was gut-wrenching. As I said before, most sad moments in games are told through cutscenes, allowing me full control for all of this elevated Brothers in my opinion due to how well it merged story and gameplay. For the remainder of the game, this dark tone remains, adding even more weight to it. The game ends not with a glimmer of hope or light at the end of the tunnel. It ends with the father weeping over the graves of his deceased wife and eldest son. Consoling him is the stoic younger brother who's now been essentially scarred for life. What impressed me was the fact the Brothers committed to its dark tone. Once the older brother got injured, things got worse and worse. There was no more joking around, there was no more vibrant levels, there was no more fun platforming. It was a tragedy unfolding in front of my eyes. After getting me to enjoy the relationship with the brothers, one of them is taken away from me and the other was traumatized. It was unexpected and brilliant. I cared more about these lead characters in just 2 hours than I have in other games where I've played for over 20. And because of all of this combined, that is why I appreciate Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.